Gerbeegly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Gerbeegly with another episode of Gaming with Gerbeegly, and I'm once again playing another random one-shot from over here on lag.com. This is a game called Flow Lines, and it's a very simplistic puzzle-style game where we have a number of dots on a grid, and we have to connect two of the same color dots together and not block the paths of the other dots. Now that might sound kind of confusing, so I'm just gonna jump on in here and show you guys exactly how it's played, but it looks like a really relaxing game. We've seen similar puzzle mechanics in other puzzle games. There's 50 stages in this game, so plenty of stuff to do in this. But also, I wanted to give a quick disclaimer for those who don't know that I'm colorblind. I am mildly colorblind, so some of these colors might not match up for me very well. Might take me a couple tries, but we'll see if there's any sort of penalty system. I don't think there is. There's this nice soothing piano music in the background, and it's a really simplistic concept meant to like chill you out. But we have these two here, so you'll see I just dragged between the two of them. And as long as there's an open path, that means that you can take as many twists and turns as you need to fill in the board. You can go ahead and connect the dots. So there you have it. See, level complete, easy as that. And we're gonna have to start moving if we wanna try to even get close to the 50 levels that there are in this game. Now you'll see here that here, if I wanted to, I could be like, oh wow, I'm gonna attach it this way. But then that would block that dot in the lower right corner. And we don't want that at all. So we have to do this so that we can keep that path open and boom, nice and easy. Sometimes you have to think ahead. Sometimes you have to sort of visualize what your moves are gonna be ahead of time. That one was nice and easy as well. I feel like these first few are gonna be incredibly easy. Now this is where my color blindness sort of gets in the way. I don't know if I'm supposed to, yeah, okay, so this is this color, okay. And you guys might, if you have no experience with color blindness, might be able to pick on pick up what colors are a little bit hard for me to tell apart there. But I'm not gonna let it stop me. I'm gonna use it as an extra bit of challenge, especially during these really easy levels where we're just going boop, boop, boop. Easy peasy. Most of these paths are really nice and clear. We already got an achievement, so that feels good. This is an easy game to get achievements in. I know a lot of you guys have mentioned before that you prefer the games with achievements, although some of the most fun games on this site are ones without achievements, I gotta say. But I do like earning achievements as well, leveling up, etc. So this is a good game to do it in if you just want something easy to kick back with, especially if you're someone who has to stay home from work or school right now. This is a great game to sort of put your mind at ease and to chill out. So boom, level 8 already done. Already on to level 9, we're flying through this, and now this grid is getting bigger, so this is getting a little bit more complicated as we near the 1/5 mark of the game, 20% through the game almost. This is getting larger, so the board itself is really, really big, so we have to keep that in mind. There's more colors on the board as well, so more complication for me. But we have to just be even more mindful not to cross our paths, because if we cross our paths, we're gonna block off some of the routes that some of these are going to want to use. So boom, boom, boom. Level 10, somehow easier than level 9 even. There was even less colors, smaller grid, etc. As I say it, the game's gonna be like, what? You want me to challenge you a little bit more? Well, guess what, buddy? Here we go. We got this going on. This, and like I said, I'm so used to this mechanic, and I love this mechanic in puzzle games, that I'm able to sort of envision what pathways I want to take that aren't going to block the other colors. So I sort of have an edge going into this. Some of you guys, you might be having a little bit more trouble. No shame in that at all. These games are meant to be a little bit of a mind bender. These games are supposed to be somewhat of a challenge while maintaining this really chill, laid back gameplay. So boom, you guys can probably just use this as a partial walkthrough, you know, as I just fly through some of these, but I'm figuring it out. I'm actually pretty proud of me. I haven't gotten stumped yet. I just see the paths. I can see into the future, guys. That's the big secret that I haven't been telling you. So if you can see into the future, you have a huge advantage in this game. But you'll see here, so for instance, someone who's not as experienced with these types of games or has a harder time visualizing what moves they want to make, they might want to go like this. But then you block this one right here. You block that from being able to go anywhere because you can't actually draw a line over other lines, so you wouldn't be able to use that as a pathway. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that kind of thing in this game. You want to make sure that you're leaving these pathways completely open. Boom. Very, very easy. Just like the name of the game, flow lines. You want to make sure that the flow for those lines still there. We also got another achievement there I saw briefly in the corner. Good stuff, making me feel good about my moves. Yeah, making money moves. Level 17 already. I want to try to get at least halfway through the game, at least up to level 25, but we shall see if this game starts throwing stuff at me. One of the things that I always like to point out as like a hint, something that I notice a lot with these is if you try to go along the edges a little bit more with your moves, like see, this is now the most, like the outermost edge here of the board because these are have all been used up within the grid. If you use the edges to your advantage, you're not cutting off the moves of other dots, and you're able to go ahead and make your lines pretty cleanly. And that's like a nice way to like start at the outside and work your way in as far as like hints go with these types of games. So this one, oh my gosh, this one was really easy. Level 18, giving me like a gimme there. But here we go. See, we're starting just on the outside, going around, making sure we're not blocking off any pathways that might help our other lines. So boom, outside, outside, working our way inside, level 19 done. Lickety split just like that. Very, very quick, very good stuff. So this, don't want to do this. Don't want to get tempted into doing that because then I'll block off this top one. Don't want to do that at all. So we'll use the top one first and then go, oh, it's as simple as that. Wrapping around the outside again before we work on those inside ones. Got another achievement. Just cruising on through here, making those good XP points here on lag.com, and then having fun while we're doing it. I mean, I won't lie, this week wasn't the most relaxing for me. There's been a lot that's been going on in my own life, and there's stuff that, like, you know, I want to take my mind off of going on in the world. So this is the type of game you just sort of kick back with, you chill with, you feel good about. Like, I'm feeling awesome right now. This is so relaxing. I really like the music. I like how simple this game is. Doesn't make me overthink too much, but again, like I always say, it's given me enough of that challenge where I feel very accomplished when I do some of this stuff. I feel very, very accomplished in a lot of the things that I'm doing in this game. Even though it is just like a simplistic puzzle game, just feels nice to achieve, to win sometimes. So here we go, boom. Very, very easy stuff there. Okay, so working on the outsides again, following our own principle, making sure that level 25, I said I was gonna make it to level 25, that was my goal. We just blew past level 25, wow. Okay, I'm feeling awesome now. I'm feeling really, really good about my skills. Feeling very, very good about doing this stuff. So here, this is a little bit more interesting. I'm assuming we have to fill in every block if it's like these other types of line puzzles. But you'll see here, I can take multiple routes. I can take this route, but then these two blocks over here don't get filled in. So what I kind of want to do first is I want to, boom, do that, fill in those, and then that to fill in the last one. So after level 25, the halfway point, gets a little bit more complicated there. Throws a curveball at you. So you gotta stay on your toes, you gotta be ready to do something a little bit different mechanically in this game. And that's absolutely fine, that's A-okay. I can fill in the whole grid, and I think at this point, guys, I'm gonna have my estimations at me making it at least to level 30. Making it, I'm not gonna say beat, but I'm gonna at least make it to level 30. Now here's another interesting one, because I could theoretically do something like that, fill in extra blocks, or I could just fill in these ones and then use this one to wrap around like that. So there's multiple solutions that you can have in these. You just sort of have to feel it out yourself and figure out like what pathway is going to work best for you while also achieving the objective of the board. So boom, made it to level 30 like I predicted, like I hoped for. I didn't want to look like a fool in front of you guys, so my brain is at like max overdrive right now for me because I'm normally pretty much a giant dum-dum when it comes to these types of games. You guys have seen me struggle a lot. It even said, we're talking about my brain, the achievement is called Flow Brain because that's me right now. I'm using my brain. You guys probably won't have to use your brain quite as hard as me playing this game, but I'm using my brain quite a bit so that I can show you I'm doing okay in this game. But yeah, this is Flowlines, guys. I think I'm probably gonna call it quits here just so that there's some surprises left for you. There's level 32 here, and then there's 18 more levels that you guys can check out as well. Hopefully be able to conquer and get those nice XP points here on lag.com. But this game was super fun, very relaxing, exactly what I needed, honestly. It just felt really, really good to play a game like this where I just sort of had like control at the pace of the game. There's no timer, there's nothing that's like encroaching that means that you have to like rush your moves. You can always go ahead and just like pause the game if you need to, walk away if you need to, etc. So very, very relaxing stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of me playing Flowlines. If you did, please, please, please check this game out over here on lag.com. And as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.